Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You know, I haven't been on for quite a while, and I'm going to explain to you now why. I've gone through some really big changes in my life, and as you can see behind me, see that motorhome? That's my new home. I've decided to become a nomad and travel the country, and I'm living and working with my wife out of our RV. And so from now on, all of my videos are going to be in different locations. I'm going to be traveling around. I'll be going in the city. I'll be going out in the country. I'm going to be doing all kinds of really cool stuff. And I'm going to take you guys along with me from now on. I'm still going to be doing all my fundamental Kung Fu instruction. I'm also going to be performing different forms and stuff on location, so that maybe if you want, you guys can join in with me, do the form with me, and feel like you're at the location that I'm at. I don't know. But let's get to it today, and we're going to jump right back into our lessons. All right, let's go. Guys, so what we're going to do today is we're going to look once again at the Jook Wan, or the Rattan ring. I put out a video a little while back, and if you're one of my subscribers, you've probably already seen it. And I had a lot of comments on that one. One of the things I'm going to mention when it comes to using tools, and that's what the ring is it's basically a tool, is you're going to find value in it if you want to find value in it, okay? And if you don't, you won't. So I'm just going to say this to the people out there that say that you can't use a ring in Wing Chun and it does blah, 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 blah. That's all it is blah, blah, blah. If you can't find any use in it, then just don't use it, okay? But a lot of people have been using it for a long time, and a lot of people have found use in it. I'm going to show you why I use it, and I'm going to show you the differences in sizes and what different exercises you can use. So let's get right to it. All right guys, so what we're going to look at today is the Jook Wan, or the Rattan ring. It's not originally Wing Chun. It's a tool that's much older than Wing Chun. We don't see it a lot in the Ip Man lineage, but you do see it in other lineages. So we're just going to go ahead and get started right away. We've got two different sizes here today. We've got a 12-inch and we've got an 8 or a 9-inch. And you're going to find different uses for each ring, okay? This one right here, the larger one, I like to use more for stretching, more for exercising. I would say this right here, this ring right here, is to help you get in good Wing Chun shape. The smaller ring is the one that you're going to use more for thinking application in mind. When you're using this ring, you're going to use it mostly just for stretching, mostly just for, I like to say, learning sensitivity. What I mean by learning sensitivity is when you're holding the ring, in order to keep it, in order to keep it from falling, you have to keep pressure on both sides. If you only have pressure on one side, the ring falls. So when we have our arms, say, inside the ring, if I'm not having pressure on both sides, the ring's going to fall. When I talk about sensitivity, I'm talking about how much pressure. Now, if you were to sit here today and tomorrow and the next day and do some real serious training with the ring, you're going to probably find, if you haven't done a lot of ring exercises in the past, that you're going to start getting bruises on your arms. The reason why you're getting bruises is because you're holding it too tight. Okay, when we talk sticky pressure, what we mean is the amount of pressure that you need to stay stuck to somebody, but not any more than that. So one of the things the ring helps us with is discovering how much pressure we need to put on the ring to control it, to keep it moving. If it's too much, then we're having too much outward pressure, and that's not what we're looking for here. We don't want our hands to spring out if the Jook Wan slips, because that means that my energy is going out. I want my energy to stay right in the middle. Now there's two ways to hold a ring. When you go in, your hands go in opposite sides, that's called a polarized position. when your hands are going in the same side, that's the non-polarized position. So what we're gonna start with today is just warming up. So you're gonna grab the ring in your hand, make sure that you do not let go of the ring, you just hold it in your hand. You can let it rotate. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hand, we're gonna go out like this so that the inside palm is up, outside palm is down, and we're gonna rotate over to the side of our body where our elbow is down, just like that. Now, we're gonna come back out front, go the other way, just like that. Now notice I never let go of the ring, okay? Now we're gonna go all the way around. You come here, we're gonna take this end of the ring, we're gonna hold it still, we're gonna go over, over, and out. Go the other direction, to the side, over, over, and out. Okay, that's the easy exercise. Now we're gonna step it up a little bit. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna start the same way. We're gonna come here, but instead of rotating the ring over, we're gonna put our head through this hole right here. Just like that. Over, out, back out front. Palm up, palm in, filling this hole. Over, around, and back out. Just like that. Okay, that's a really good exercise. If you do that for a few minutes, you're really gonna loosen up your shoulders, you're really gonna loosen up your elbows. When we're using the smaller ring, one of the things that we're considering why we use it is because in Wing Chun, we always want our hands out in front. So basically what I'm saying is when I throw a punch, I don't let that other hand fall back. In Wing Chun, when I throw a punch, my other hand needs to be out here. When I am exercising out here, my hands are always out in front of me. And this is about the proper distance that you should keep your hands. A lot of times we tend to start thinking about the hand that we're hitting with, and we start forgetting about the hand we're not hitting with. All right, so let's jump into one of the exercises that you can use with the smaller ring. When we're using the smaller ring, we're thinking about, like I had mentioned, keeping our hands close together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on loosening up the elbows, the wrists and the shoulders, okay? And we're gonna do it in a non-polarized position. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hands inside the middle here, and you're gonna rotate up and out. Rotate in and out. Now, if you try to do this with a larger Jook Wan, when you do this, this piece will probably clip you in the chin. So I like to only do this exercise on the smaller one. So we go rotate, rotate, rotate. Try when you're doing this not to bring the shoulders up. Try to relax the shoulders. Okay? We see this in lop all the time, right? When we do a bong sound, we come over the top. This is that exercise right there, guys. Just like that. So while you're doing this, one thing that's really unique in Wing Chun is we do different things with each hand at the same time. So challenge yourself. Don't just come out and say a ton, or a mun sao. How about going into like tanda, changing it, tanda, so that you are doing something different with each hand. Ton, just like that, okay? You can go mun and ton, and then switch it to the other side. 1, 2, just like that, guys. Notice I'm keeping proper pressure on the ring. Be thinking about that. And also notice my hands are out in front of me, my elbows are away from my body, okay? And I'm keeping my hands at the proper distance when I'm doing this. I don't want to have my hands back here. I'm not doing this. I'm not worried, I'm not keeping it up so high so I'm worried about the ring falling. I'm holding it out, changing it, changing it, changing it. Go ahead and try that exercise. We'll get back to another one in just a second. All right, another exercise where your hands are really close together when you're moving is Popeye, okay? When we look at Popeye, we're thinking Popeye, Popeye. You do it in the dummy form, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're going to practice it right now with the ring, okay? So we're gonna be in a non-polarized position. You're gonna go Popeye. You're gonna bring it in, out. Bring it in, out. Bring it in, out. Rotating those elbows, just like that. Bring it in, rotate, right hand on top. In, rotate, left hand on top. Alternating, right, left, right, left, just like that. Now guys, when you're doing this, once again, with like all my exercises, you can incorporate using Popeye with your ring, with your footwork. Refer to my fundamental footwork video. You can do it four-stepping, triangle stepping, bucket stepping, it doesn't matter. You can train with the ring doing your stepping. You can also do it in swiveling. So refer to my swiveling video. What we're gonna do here is you can take your ring, whoops, non-polarized. You can Popeye, swivel, Popeye, 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 just like that, okay? Practice that. So that was an exercise or two in the non-polarized position. But just like with the other video, with the other ring, we can go into the polarized position. We can do our Quan Sao, right? Quan. We can do our Kao Sao. Make sure when we do our Kao Sao, the outer hand comes up the outside. We don't want it to come up the inside. It's not Kao Sao. Kao Sao is scooping here and replacing here. Scooping here, replacing here, just like that. So we can do our Kao Sao. As I said, Quan. Quan, the Bong Sao hand comes up the inside and comes out with the ton. Okay, we're catching something with the bong, we're laying that ton on top of it. 1, 2, 1, 2. You can practice just your punches, okay? Some people will say, well, it's not exactly a Wing Chun punch. You're right, but I'm gonna show you why it's good to train with the ring. The ring puts your back hand where it needs to be. Your back hand in a Wing Chun punch should never be back farther than your elbow. Okay, and this is a problem a lot of people have. They throw a punch and that other hand is geared back here. When we throw that punch, we want our other hand to be ready to go at all times. So the way we do this, we come over, rotate, twist, 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 twist. This does a couple things. It helps you snap, snap, snap. It also puts you into a position where you're rotating that fist. Okay, it's like a bullet going down a barrel. I'm rotating it out, I'm snapping it out. Secondary hand, where is it? Where it needs to be, between the elbow and the wrist. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3. You notice also I'm not going back and forth like this. Okay, in a Wing Chun punch, the hand comes over the other hand. So I'm coming over the top, just like that. Also, the really neat thing about the Jook Wan is this. I can sit down and train. I can be a passenger in a car. I can be sitting at the airport. I can be sitting at a bus station or just kicking it and watching TV. And while I'm watching TV, right, I can train with my Jook Wan. So if you have an injury, you can do it here. If you're just had a really rough day, but you want to practice some Wing Chun, but your legs hurt, you can do it right here. Also, the nice thing about sitting sometimes when you're training is it holds your hips in place. So if I want to practice, say, Quan and swiveling without moving my hips, I only move my waist when I'm sitting. It helps you differentiate between moving your hips and moving your waist. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. I hope that you found some value in what you saw today. If you have any questions, go ahead and send a comment to me. But if the comment is rude and hateful, you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to respond to it anyway. So there's no point posting it, okay? This is a channel where I'm just trying to help people study their Wing Chun. I'm not teaching you how to fight. I'm not telling you that this is better than the next thing. I'm just helping you look at the fundamentals of your Wing Chun. I still, like I always say, if you really want to practice Wing Chun, you need to go find a Sifu, okay? I can only show you so much online, but you need to actually feel and touch and have somebody explain to you what I'm showing you in detail, okay? I hope you found this informative, and I hope this improves your Wing Chun. Until next time, guys.
Thank you.